Hi everyone, my name is Brittany from Brittany Loves Reading, and today I'm coming to you with my fall TBR. I cannot believe it's autumn, but I'm so happy that it is autumn. It is my favorite season. The fall is definitely my favorite season. I am not a summer girly. I don't like it to be hot. I want to wear my sweaters. Unfortunately, this week while I'm filming, it is still quite warm. We've had some fall weather, but we have a hurricane coming up the coast and that has made it warm. But I am still manifesting fall, and I want to manifest fall with my reads as the fall goes on. So I have picked 5 books on my shelves that I would really love to get to this autumn, and I wanted to share those with you. So the first book on this TBR, you're gonna know why it's on here right from the cover, because the cover is very autumnal, and it is Blood Sisters by Jane Corey. This is a thriller, and does it not just have such a fall vibe just from the cover? This follows 3 young girls. They are, I think, it doesn't say their ages, but it says that they are very, very young. And they go out to go to school one morning, and one of them ends up dead. 15 years later, we follow the remaining 2 girls as they are trying to get on with their lives. But someone is out for revenge and remembers what happened that day and is watching these 2 girls. That's all I know from the synopsis, but I think it sounds like a really interesting thriller. And I just love thrillers in the fall. Thrillers and fantasy are what I kind of go to in the fall, and this is definitely a autumnal thriller. The next book on this list, I actually don't really know anything about other than that it was a Spitbo book this year. I don't think it became a finalist. I am actually not 100% sure, but I don't think that it did. But when I think Bree from Four Paws in a Books was talking about it, I knew that the cover had me intrigued. It was a witchy book, and that is Autumn Chaos by Elena Nikitin. I may be butchering that last name. I will hopefully hear it on the audiobook. If there is an audiobook, I actually don't even know if there is, but if there is, I'm going to try and hunt it down. This is the first in a series. Like I said, it is about witches. Other than that, I don't really know. The tagline on Goodreads says, "A mystery of a monster on a rampage ignites the passionate love triangle between a witch and 2 warriors with the help of a mysterious cat." So the fact that there's a witch, there's some romance going on, there's a mystery, there's a familiar, which I love familiars in my witchy books. That all got me intrigued. Plus this cover, definitely, this was a book I picked because of the cover. This cover is gorgeous and beautiful. That's how it ended up on this TBR. This next book may not scream fall vibes, but between the cover and the color scheme of the cover and the fact that it kind of deals with not a ghost, but someone who keeps dying and coming back to life, it had to go on my fall TBR. And that was The First Time Lauren Paling Died by Allison Rudd. I don't know what about this cover makes me think fall vibes other than the fact that it is a orange cover, but it does. In this book, we follow Lauren, and Lauren keeps dying. And in every one of Lauren's lives, she impacts the people around her in a positive manner, and then she moves on to a new life. However, in every single one of her lives, someone named Peter Stanning disappears, and Lauren is always tasked in finding him. This sounds like a really interesting book. I'm a little concerned that it might be a bit repetitive, where we keep following the same person's life, but I'm hoping that each life is very different with the people that are around Lauren so that it doesn't become repetitive. I have high hopes for this. When I read the synopsis in the bookstore, I knew this had to come home with me, and I would really love to get to it this season. The next book on this list is another thriller, and it was on my radar from the Goodreads Choice Awards at the end of last year, and that is Jackal by Erin E. Adams. This is a thriller in a small town, and a Black girl goes missing. She is not the first, and she will not be the last. That is the tagline on this book. That is all I want to know about this book going into it. It sounds like it might be a serial killer thriller, horror, and I think it'll be perfect for spooky season. Very interested. I've heard wonderful things about this book. I've heard that it's very hard-hitting, but very intriguing and covers some really interesting topics, and I'm excited to give it a try. Now, I will say the last book on this list may come as a surprise to some of you because you may know that I do not like horror. However, one of my favorite classics of all time is Dracula. I really do love the story of Dracula. I love the Episcopal feel. I do love a good Gothic vampire. Really, I love vampires of all kinds. So this book, when I saw it, I think last year I hauled this book and I was hoping to get to it last fall, but didn't. I think I got it at a used bookstore. It's in a book haul video from last year, I'm sure. But it's called Draculas Guest, and it is a short story collection of vampire stories. Like I said, love Dracula, love vampires. I'm not a huge short story collection girly, but I want to be. I've started to try to pick up more short story collections and get into reading more short stories. So I'm very excited to put this on the fall TBR and get to this fall. I definitely will be reading this because I do have a video that this is slotted to be a part of, which usually means that they will definitely happen. And I wonder if you can guess what that video is going to be about by what I'm talking about. This should be a lot of things that I really do enjoy. So that is the 4 books plus Autumn Chaos. So 5 books that I have decided to try to get to this autumn. What is the book that you are excited to read during spooky season? Please let me know. It may be something that I add to my TBR because I'm always looking for book recommendations or things that people are excited to be reading and picking up. Let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.